Yo, 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 we're back. Guys, we are back. Guys, you walk in, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember to click all, because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Like always, thank you for tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio. It is Vertical Live Thursday. Turned up Thursday. Hakeem, what's cracking like it? What's cracking like it? What is cracking like it?
Another day above water and not letting people stress you out.
Like always, shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board. Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. Make sure you follow. So very important for you guys to follow so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to those right now watching us on Rumble and also X. And shout out to those right now watching us on TikTok and also Bingo Live. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on this Turned Up Thursday. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. I went to Bingo Live earlier this morning on my way to the gym. And I was talking about like a situation that transpired. It was a video that went viral about like women, a black woman talking about how she want to be a different race. And the only aspect why she want to be doing a different race is because of the aspect of her hair. So I was talking about that on Bingo Live. And, me and this black woman was having an interaction. She was saying how majority of the time that's how they program, but they try to teach their young ones the whole aspect of being beautiful. Shout out to Lovely that's also in the building right now watching us on TikTok. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, but that's what you were saying. But now you already know that's not the main topic on today's show. The main topic we're gonna talk about Jessica Diamond. She got emotional, Hakeem, about she believed that she turned a lot of these young women to exotic dancers. But we'll talk about that later on in the show. But moving along to sports. Sports. Everybody know everybody's getting it thing cooking up, getting ready for the preseason and all that. But the regular season, the preseason already started, but they're getting ready for the regular season. So the Bengals, Shamar Stewart hit Joe Burrow from the Bengals, head quarterback, head leader, doing the practice squad. Go ahead, Akeem, play that clip.
Left side of your screen, the circle is around him. He shoots the A gap, which is wide open, but you see he stumbles a little bit, may have received a shove, ends up in Joe Burrow's face. Now the video follows the ball, but quarterback Joe Burrow ended up on the ground. Watch the reaction from linebacker number 44, Demetrius Knight Jr. Hands to the head, obvious concern. Joe Burrow got up, he was okay, but just a few plays later, a fight broke out between the offense and defense. Stewart rushing from the left side of your screen. The circle is around him.
It was a rookie that hit him. And remember, during the practice squad, they don't try to hit any form of elite, especially an elite quarterback like Joe Burrow. He is the money. So a fight broke out between the old and the new heads. But Hakeem, your thoughts on this young rookie? Remember, he's a rookie. He's learning about he and Joe Burrow. Very hard, too, at that.
I want him to get his reps in, man. I love it. Real football is coming back. I don't know if there's a you just explained it to me.
No.
You ain't supposed to hit the money?
You're never supposed to hit the money. But it kind of showed you that the Bengals never had a good offensive line anyway. So there you go. So now they seen some form of improvement on the offensive line. And remember, you got to keep it in mind too. Remember, Joe Burrow is prone to injury. You got to hold on to the money. You got to keep the money safe. And they show you that the Bengals offensive coordinator need to work better and make sure they got a better offensive line getting regular for the regular season. If you have a rookie like Shamir coming in like that, I think that's very, very alarming. That means anybody could come in. So let's say they play the Eagles or a strong team, Joe Burrow going to be probably out for the rest of the season. And it happened before too. But everybody expecting Joe Burrow to have a wonderful season this year, especially me, and I know Jordan as well. So, he's just a rookie. But a lot of people believe in the comments, you read the comments, a lot of them saying that he might end up getting cut. I don't think so, but he was just a rookie. He's new, but the old heads, Hakeem, the veterans on that team, didn't like it.
They say don't mess the money
up. Not only that, but Hakeem, another fight broke out when it came to the aspect of the WNBA. Hakeem, 3 players got ejected in the sky, the San Francisco Sky game. Go ahead, Hakeem, play that clip.
Rivers climbs the ladder.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, it's getting feisty. Hartley and Allen get into it. Oh, my goodness. Sky and Sun not getting along despite the fact they share the same real estate up in the air. Ariel Atkins is livid, barking to the Connecticut.
But this action right here,
On the court.
Oh,
there's a lot happening.
Yeah.
A lot happening. Grab my shirt.
Farley
I'm
and
you on the
Allen
ground.
getting at it. Farley and Allen getting at it. So, Hakeem, your thoughts on a fight breaking out between
Hey,
these-
this is what we need to see. You want us to come watch? Y'all get feisty for us. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Either other than that, this was good. This is good.
Now, y'all shout out to American Trade Managers in the building and also Wild High that's in the building. Dak is your MVP. Well, we're going to talk about that. That's actually coming up next because Tom Brady has something to say when it comes to aspect of who he thinks is going to be the top quarterback. But we're going to talk about it very shortly. But this one right here, WNBA bringing some form of excitement. This is what people want to see, a cat fight on the court between two women trying to dominate the game and trying to win to proceed to the next round. They're going head to head. This is old classic basketball. This is what the NBA need to bring that form of excitement right back, and so the fans are love. But I'm just glad that no dildos was thrown in the court. So this was actually between two women trying to get in. But Three Brothers was ejected yesterday's game, but it was just so exciting to see, and a lot of people actually tuned in when they found out this cat fight was going on. Moving on to other sports, Hakeem. So here we go with the man, the GOAT. Tom Brady said who he choose will be NFL next top quarterback. The next
do you
Super Bowl ring. Go ahead, Hakeem.
See is maybe the next guy that gets that ring.
So, I mean, naturally, most people would say
6 current quarterbacks in the National Football League have won Super Bowls. There is a really good group of guys that have not won a Super Bowl. Of that group, names like Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Herbert, Daniels, maybe other Stroud. Of that group, who do you see as maybe the next guy that gets that ring?
So, I mean, naturally, most people would say Lamar or Josh, and because they've been the closest. Championship games, MVPs, they have the highest expectation. I mean, football is different. It's like every year you start right at the bottom with everyone else, and I don't love predictions and hypothesizing because it's up to them. It's not up to the words I say, or it's not even up to the words they say. It's what they do over the next 6 months with their teammates and coaches in order to put themselves in a position to be successful.
Who do you
There you have it on why he didn't mention Dak Prescott. He mentioned Josh Allen or Lamar. So, Hakeem, what is your thoughts on him mentioning Josh Allen or Lamar?
He just named it right there.
Quarterback to win the Super Bowl.
He just named it right there. But me, I'm going home team to Lanoya, Pompano, Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, me, I'm going with Lamar too. I think Lamar, he got the fire in his eye. Remember we talked about him earlier this year, how he's really taking quarterback very seriously, how he was training, even though there was no training camp. He's trying to take his team to the next level. I think he's going to be the one to do it. But however, keep an eye on Josh Allen, because Josh Allen got the fire in his eye too as well. Now, some people are still believing Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs will go to the Super Bowl again. Me, I kind of doubt it because you have 3 teams, the Bengals, on the Ravens, and also the Bills are working their eyes on the goal. Their eyes on the goal. So just be on the lookout, folks. So, but Wild High still got his eyes on Dak Prescott. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember to click on because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Oh, I almost forgot. Before we leave the sports world, we're about to leave the sports world. Remember, Hakeem, I told you everybody's going to talk about the situation with Travis Kelce and American Sweetheart, Taylor Swift. She talks about how Travis Kelce taught her about football. Go right ahead and play that clip.
I didn't know what a first down was. I didn't know what the chains were. I didn't know what a tight end was.
I am forever thankful for you diving into the football world.
We're talking about cover 2, cover 4, cover 0, man cover. We're learning. I continue to learn.
Maybe somebody else that even knows what those coverages are.
Yeah, I'm not ready to be an analyst right now, but give me 16 months. I didn't know what a first down was. I didn't know what.
And I'm not gonna lie to you. Their interview broke in there. The podcast broke down. We're gonna talk about it later on when it comes to the money. But we're gonna show you how the American Sweetheart made a strong impact on the podcast. But Hakeem, what's your thoughts on Travis Kelce pretty much teaching her the whole aspect of football?
I think naturally we're gonna do that with any woman, but we got to give Taylor Swift for even wanting to listen, for even wanting to just dive into it. You know what I'm trying to say? She loves her man, and she cares about whatever he does. So she got into it.
Shout out to Taylor Swift trying to learn football. And this is how women who doesn't know sports, that's how you get connected to your man. If you don't know basketball, you don't know baseball, you don't know football, talk to your man about it. It brings y'all closer together. One thing about my ex, I really appreciate her. She actually did want to learn the game because I actually love to watch football. She knew 49 was my best team. She actually wanted to learn. She's like, oh, you teach me. And I taught her the game, and other people taught her too. So now she understands the game. So she know if she go out there, she's going to be fine. And that's how you bond with men, women. Learn from Taylor Swift. If you don't know the game, ask questions. Be there to help. Shout out to Imam that's in the building.
What's up, cousin?
Down. Like, share, subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember to click all, because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in on this Turned Up Thursday. Moving along to money. Man, Hakeem, understand. Money makes the world go round. Money makes our pockets fat. Hakeem, let's talk about President Trump. Talk about NVIDIA. NVIDIA helped pay 50% payment on China chip sale. Go ahead, Hakeem, play that clip.
The H20 is obsolete. You know, it's one of those things, but it still has a market. So I said, listen, I want 20%. He said, would you make it 15? So we negotiate a little deal. So he's selling a essentially old chip that Huawei has a similar chip. And Jensen also has a new chip, the Blackwell. I wouldn't make a deal with that, although it's possible I'd make a deal, take 30% to 50% off of it. But that's the latest and the greatest in the world. Nobody has it. They won't have it for 5 years. The H20 is obsolete. You know, it's one of those things.
That's a pretty good deal. So Hakeem, your thoughts on him doing a deal with NVIDIA, 15%? That is really good.
I love the fact that this is why we need more and more businessmen to run the country. And we're not going to see the benefits now. We're going to see it later. He's moved, like, the world is a business. Trades, manufacturing, products, making deals. Who better yet than a ruthless businessman from New York?
Yep. I would say America is capitalism at its finest. The whole point of America is to try to find the best deal, even when it comes to aspect of computer chips. Trump is smart. He understands that he's trying to take America to the next level when it comes to aspect of the AI and the software. So he knows he have to do business like with NVIDIA, who creates some of these chips, and say, okay, what can we use as American? What's better there is better for us, so we can revolutionize and innovate over here in the United States. Trump is doing a great job when it comes to aspect of business. People don't get his props when his props is due. I understand some of his rhetoric and some of the things he talks about, some of these too far-fetched, but deals like these are very, very good, and you got to get the man his props. So shout out to President Trump for doing that big deal with the CEO and the NVIDIA. And also, people already know NVIDIA is one of the publicly traded stocks. Always speak with a financial advisor before making any form of trades or business decision or even investment decision, because NVIDIA right now, a lot of people are into it. Earn Your Leisure talks about them a lot. And I'm learning a lot, too, when it comes to aspect of NVIDIA. It seems like a good publicly traded company to look into. AI is the future, guys. It is the future. And that's why President Trump is trying to invest a lot into the future when it comes to aspect of technology. Moving along to other financial news, Hakeem. Remember I was telling you about the situation with the New Heights with Travis Kelce, his brother, and Taylor Swift. Look at the numbers when it came to her tuning in yesterday. So they look at their Instagram following. and look at when the American Sweetheart joined the podcast and how the number tripled. So to show you like a good collab, like a Taylor Swift coming on your podcast or any form of anybody that come on your podcast, look how much money Travis Kelce and his brother made just by having the American Sweetheart on a podcast. 15,000. If you look on the next slide, it's 15,000% of growth with the last 28 days. So her fans wanted to see this so bad that they ready to tune in.
So I wanted to show
watched it yesterday. No, go ahead. You can play that.
you something.
Okay. What do we got?
We got
A briefcase.
Yep.
Mint green with TS on it.
Yep.
What's in it?
This is my brand new album, The Life of a Showgirl.
TS12.
So I wanted to show you something.
That right there. We're gonna talk about that when we go to the aspect of the music. But she did show her new album. That was the secret, and it broke the internet. But we're gonna talk about it later when we talk about hip hop and music. So Hakeem, your thoughts on them breaking the internet? Well, like I say, like we said they would, and they did. What's your thoughts?
I love it, man. I love it. I think that when you date somebody famous, anybody can date anybody famous, but the fact that she went and did that and to help her man out, like, it's just only but a beautiful thing. And she's gonna break the internet anywhere. Is Taylor Swift? She
It is Taylor Swift. She gonna break. It's the American Sweetheart. So any show she goes on, she want to show love and support to her boyfriend, podcast Travis Kelce, even though he didn't really need her to show up, but her showing up pretty much took their podcast to a whole nother leap. So it show you guys collab is a good opportunity to make money and also to build up your podcast. That's why I wanted to talk about that, because to show you that anybody like that comes into your podcast makes a difference. Think about it. That's the same thing what happened with Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp had Cat Williams on the show, and you saw it took his podcast to the whole next level. So collabs are really good, especially for you content creators. Make sure y'all do collabs. It's so very important. Hakeem, last topic when it comes to financial news, now we talked about this yesterday, how the Cowboys, how the Cowboys are the most profitable team, earning about $12.8 billion in market cap. So therefore, they are the highest paid team when it comes to the National Football League. Second is LA Rams. Third is New York. I can't believe it's New York Giants. I thought it was the Patriots. New York Giants. Fourth is the New England Patriots. And fifth is San Francisco 49ers, which I kind of disagree. I think it should be number 2. But Hakeem, what is your thought?
It makes sense though.
The Cowboys being the
number 4, the Patriots. It makes sense, and a lot of these are due to like merchandise sales and season ticket holders, people who buy that. Like, it obviously, and the Dolphins is on there, so that should let you know that other teams don't have the following like they do. But this is the Dallas Cowboys, which is a dynasty team. You know what I mean? Like, forever. You see, I was about to say where the LA Raiders. LA Raiders is a dynasty team. The Rams make sense. The Raiders, the Giants. You know what I mean?
The Eagles, dynasty team. Dolphins shocked me. I didn't know how big Dolphins was until I saw the chart. Dolphins in there too. So people don't fail to realize that these teams are the teams that people rep the most, and they the ones that bring the most views when it comes to people watching and tuning in. And the only reason why New England's there because of the legendary Tom Brady, the GOAT.
But you know what? Shot that's not on there. What's the other New York football team that's there?
New York with Jets.
The Jets. Yeah, the Jets.
Jets is not on there. It's New York Giants. Jets is not on there.
Oh no, but what's the Philly? No, the Jets is on there, number 8. Oh yeah, you see, it's on there. Yeah, it went down.
Oh yeah, the Jets is number 8. The Jets is on there. And I didn't even know Washington Commanders was on there. I got to figure because they moved to Washington.
Wait, you want to know why? That used to be the Washington Redskins, right?
Correct. The name changed.
So they always had somewhat of a following too. So you know what I mean. But I can't come to mind, but we'll talk about it another day because there's other teams that I thought should have been on there. But is it?
Me too. But these are like the top 10 teams. But these are the team I believe people rep the most. Like you see, High say we're still them boys fans. Like you see, Cowboys are regularly on 49. You already know Jordan. Detroit is not on here. That's the team that's Detroit is not on here too. Jordan rep Detroit, but Detroit not on here. But those are teams that's still building. These teams have like longevity and long Super Bowl rings, stuff like that. But shout out to the Dolphins being on there. I'm shocked. $8 billion. Okay, Dolphins. Like, share, subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember to click all because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Shout out to Abby Wody that's in the building. Peace to Chaos Culture Radio. Peace to the chat.
Peace.
Shout out to you, big dog. And also shout out to like the 70 people right now watching us on Bingo Live. And shout out to the 2 people right now watching us on TikTok. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on this Turn Up Thursday. Moving along to hip-hop. Hip-hop. So, Hakeem, go ahead, show this headline. Show Sean Kingston asked the judge for 2 years home sentence instead of 5 and 6 years in prison after the wire fraud convention. So, Hakeem, according to the sources, he said, can he be home for 2 years and he's going to pay his victim back. But this is the crazy thing. His mom is in prison now.
Yeah, she's doing 5.
She's doing 5. But he don't want to do no prison time. So, Hakeem, what is your thoughts on that? Like, his mom doing 5. He don't want to do prison time. He want to be home, like, be on home probation, and he going to pay his victim back. What is your thoughts on that?
It make me sick to my stomach.
Yeah, you let your mom do 5
it make
in
me
prison?
sick to my stomach. Like, how do you let your mama... So you're gonna leave your mama in there for 5 years, and that you should tell the judge, let me take her 5, I'll take my 5 and do the 10 so she can be out.
I mean, he don't really like his mama. I think he's mad at his mom that this whole thing transpired because they said a lot of people are speculating that his mom was the corporate in this whole operation because he did fraud before. So he probably just say, I want to do 5, but even everybody in the chat, they say, you don't want to say your mama? Even Albie Wody say, nah, send your mama home. And y'all both do time, right?
Yeah.
Albie Wody, he don't even care. He's being selfish right now. He said, no, let me be home for 2 years. I'll pay my victim back, and I'll be all good in the clear. And my mom will spend the rest 5 years in prison. So I don't know what his lawyer teams are doing. There has not been an update if the judge is approving this idea, but his mom right now is in prison right now, currently as we speak. But let's see how this is gonna go on. And maybe we gotta keep it in mind too, Hakeem. He still get royalties from the songs he did, so he is able to pay his victims back.
No, he is.
I just want to know how. And remember, if he comes out, he might be able to do new songs, and he might because he's very intelligent, and a great songwriter. Let's see how that turns out. Moving along to other trending news when it comes to hip-hop, Hakeem. So Cameron explained the beef with Omar Gooding, saying he blocked him from a movie, booked him for a movie that's not coming out. Go ahead, Hakeem, play that clip.
So a lot of people was like, yo, Cam, what's going on with you and Omar Gooding Jr.? Here's what happened.
Cast, like, they no disrespect to nobody I'm talking about, when like Vin Rames, you sitting around, or Omar Gooding Jr., y'all sitting around, like.
So that's what happened. I called him Omar Gooding Jr., and he's like, that you calling me out my name. Cuba's the junior. How am I be the junior? And he made 3 diss records. They wasn't that bad. They was actually pretty good, to be honest with you. But I was like, damn, this is bugging. So when I did my freestyle, I said, please don't mention me with no Omar Gooding. He did another record. Cool. So this while we working on It Is What It Is, Buffer like, Kim, we ain't got time for that, man. We got to finish. I said, Buffer's right. But I'm on vacation. So I threw up a post the other day like, yo, you a Nickelodeon kid. Stop playing with grown folks. So what do? He do another diss record. So you know me, I got a new way to play with this pause. Super pause. So a lot of people was like, yo, Cam, what's going on with you? I'm going to start booking this. Because y'all broke. A lot of niggas is broke. I booked a nigga for $7,500 to do a movie for 3 weeks. He said I didn't. So you know what I did? I booked a to do a movie that's never coming out. Like 3 weeks ago. Yeah, Omar. That movie you flew to Miami for, it ain't no movie coming out. I booked you. And I was laughing at you behind the scenes. I was there. I was sitting there laughing at you. And you know what? Now you're coming on Revolt tonight because you signed the paperwork saying I could do whatever with the footage. You thought that was real movie producers? They are real movie producers. But that was my niggas. You was in a room full of niggas. That was my niggas. Check it out, y'all. Look at this.
Whole staff. This is the whole staff from when I was shooting. Oh, look, he signed the paperwork. Hold on, let me get in here. He's signing the paperwork. This is meaning I can do whatever I want with this footage I want to do.
I'm going to start booking.
Sign that paperwork right. You're reading for nothing, stupid.
Cameron's a troll, man.
Your titties back in. You doing with your titties out? What's wrong with you, man? You're comfortable too. Man, comfortable. Put your titties away. I don't know what's wrong with me. Oh, look, he's brushing his hair. Look, hold on, let me get back. Oh, hold on, let me get back in. Get the waves right. Oh, he got get the curls. Look at this nigga doing push-ups. Look at what I got this nigga doing push-ups. Get your ass on the floor and do push-ups. You really think he in a movie? Do your push-ups. Yeah, I got you doing push-ups, stupid ass. Look at him. Sign that paper.
And that's just behind the scenes. So tonight at 10 p.m. on Revolt, it's going to be streaming tomorrow. Look at Omar Gooding playing in a movie that's never coming out. Mind you, they all speaking Spanish the whole time. He don't even speak Spanish. They talking about it in Spanish while the movie's going on. So the dialogue is all Spanish, and he don't know Spanish. They was talking about you, stupid. Now, keep doing another record. I'm going to book you for my goddaughter baby shower. Her is in October. And we'll book you to do all the dish records. I'll pay you for that too, because what I'm gonna start doing is paying is just to laugh at them. It cost me $3,500 to do everything, to book you, their hotel, your flight, all that shit. It cost me $12,000, $13,000 to go to the NBA game. I just rather laugh at you for $3,500. Be careful. Wow. This is my new. It's called Book My Ops.
Hey, I have to.
He did respond.
Huh? You want to play it?
No, I'm gonna say he did respond.
Because I gotta address this right away. Because people call me. I have to send an apology. Hold on, give me a minute. I have to apologize for what I'm about to do to this on this music. It's gonna be diabolical. First of all, thank you, brother. Thank you. You are next level. A free trip to Miami. $2,500 in my pocket to do some push-ups with my shirt off? Thank you. And knowing that garbage ain't coming out is even better. Show it on your little show all you want if you need ratings that bad. I'm almost 50. Think about man boobs and a titty. I never said I was in shape. Who gives about that? I'm a grown man. It was funny though. I've been laughing. I've been with the shirt down with the. Hey, I have to. I've been laughing all morning. My is mad. Calm down. It's clear you're not a rapper no more. You've decided to give up rap and just try to crack jokes. No, I'm not coming on your show. I'm not helping your ratings no more. But thank you. No bullshit. Thank you. This is about selling. It's about selling records and you getting ratings. If you don't think they tuning in for what I'm about to do, nigga, thank you, nigga. And thank you. Book me for some more. I've never been to Ibiza. Book me for that. $2,500. That's not just one scene, in and out. Send me wherever you want, my boy. Keep booking. I'm gonna keep spinning it. And I got some push-ups in. Needed them. God bless you. I love you all.
Well, hey, how can you talk about Cameron and Omar going at each other?
Listen, it's good.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's good for the culture. It ain't no beef. Nobody throwing hands. They just keep it on straight. Yeah, right.
It's his online trolling. But Cameron, people further realize that's Cameron's personality. Yeah. People think that he's playing. No, this is Cameron. When he played in that movie Paid in Full, that was his personality then, and this is his personality now. He never changed. That's exactly who he is. He jokes around. He clowns around. That's New York guys for you. I get you was around that, so you already know. That's how New York people talk.
Like that.
Some New York dudes, they just ruthless. Umar failed to realize that Cameron did look out for him because he was featured on his podcast, with him and Mace. So he did give him a good look. Cameron podcast is doing extremely well. So pretty much he gave him an opportunity, and also an opportunity with the movie that never going to come out. That one was crazy. But shout out to them too, Hakeem. At the end of the day, it was just very, very funny. Albie Wody say, man, he said, Ninja, chill out. Kim, gotta put you under on wax. Hey, Albie Wody, man, that's Cameron, man. That's his personality, man. Shout out to the lovely Bobby Bryan that's in the building. Hakeem, but we moved along to other trending news when it comes to aspect of music. So the court denies. Go ahead and show this headline. So the court denied Tory Lanez petition to submit new evidence in the Megan Thee Stallion shooting case. Remember we talked about this, how now they are trying so hard to put in new evidence so they're going to try to get Tory Lanez his freedom. Now the judge denied it. So Hakeem, your thoughts on the judge denied to allow any new evidence for the Tory Lanez case?
Man, when I look at this, and I just go back to my head, and people need to understand he didn't get convicted for the shooting. He got convicted for the possession of the weapon.
That is correct.
So, and he was already a convicted felon already, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah.
Correct.
So this is what the thing is. But what they're trying to do is this: if his fingerprints wasn't on the gun, then that means that he wasn't in possession of the gun. So that's what he's trying to do. But he might just have to hold his L.
But Mo, we talk about how California have one of the strictest gun laws, and this is a prime example. They gun is so strict to the point that look, they're trying to put in new evidence, and the judge saying no. Now, if I know Tory Lanez and his legal team, they're gonna continue to fight for his freedom because they still feel that Tory Lanez is in prison for the wrongdoing when it comes to the aspect of shooting with Megan Thee Stallion. But I know Megan Thee Stallion team is excited about it, but a lot of people are speculating in the chat, in the comment. They were saying how they believe that Megan Thee Stallion and Rock Nation is have some part when it comes to the aspect of the judge being so hard on Tory Lanez.
More than likely, yeah, I see it's happening.
Me too. Moving along to other music news. Hakeem, like I said, we're going back to Taylor Swift and she talked about her new album on the podcast. Go ahead, Hakeem, play that clip.
Do you want to see the back cover?
I would love to see all of it, yes.
The back cover is where we find the 12 tracks for my 12
tracks.
12
Bangers.
So so we got all.
What are they?
So we got track 1, The Fate of Ophelia.
Okay.
Track 2, Elizabeth Taylor.
Okay.
Track 3, Opalite.
Opalite.
Track 4, Father Figure.
Is that his brother?
Track 5, Eldest
Yeah, that's his brother.
Daughter.
They look alike,
Track
boy.
6,
The Kelsey
Ruin the
brothers, yeah.
Friendship.
That's their podcast.
Track 7, Actually Romantic.
Actually Romantic.
Track 8,
I wonder who that
Wish List with $2 signs as the S's. Just thought I'd point that out. Grammatical flourish. Track 9, Wood. Track 10, Canceled, but it's in all caps with an exclamation point at the end.
That's a banger.
Track 11, Honey.
Honey.
And can you do drum roll? Last track, track 12, the title track, The Life of a Showgirl, featuring Sabrina Carpenter.
Sabrina Carpenter!
There you have it, Hakeem. Your thoughts, maybe keeping in mind for us, our album will be dropping in October. But Hakeem, your thoughts of the 12 tracks, Jesus' name.
My cousin's a big fan of theirs. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I maybe heard 1 or 2 records, and I'm still wondering who Sabrina Carpenter is.
Me too. I don't know, but they know who she is, and she seemed to be very, very huge.
Is that?
I don't know. Is she a country singer?
I might have to see after the show. You know what I mean? The white world is a little bit different than the black world.
Oh, well, shout out to Beyonce. She actually trying to get into it. But it shows you that they support each other. They support each other. And also the American Sweetheart, Taylor Swift, also mentioned the fact that her mom is excited that she's coming out with an album. She said she's been waiting for her to drop another album for a very long time. And she was so excited that her mom got her pretty much got her support in the album, and it's gonna be dope. And you already know the Swifties are gonna make sure this is gonna be #1 for a very, very long time. Other news when it comes to hip hop, Hakeem. So Sammy put this on his post on NJ. He said, I don't want to because I'm not ready. But death is on me soon. Pray for me. Hakeem, a lot of people are concerned, are worried for Sammy.
Is this the singer from back in the days?
Yes, sir. But remember, keeping in mind, black man deals with a lot. We talk about that here over here. Black man deals with a lot, and we don't speak about our problems. We don't speak about our issues. We keep everything in, and this is what a lot of black men are facing today. And a lot of people, long way to talk about this a lot, especially on his song, how the best way to escape is death. What's your thoughts on that?
They suckers. The best way to escape death is to enjoy life, brother. Who would want to leave this?
Sometimes it becomes hard. You know that.
You know me better than anybody. I done been through some shit.
Exactly.
I done knocked on death's door many times, and then I still able to go get a cup of coffee and still enjoy my life. I'm gonna go get a latte after this.
But keeping in mind, some people don't have family. They don't have the family support. They don't have loved ones. It's just by themselves. They feel alone, abandoned.
They have it, but they just don't realize who's in their corner, or they just don't see it. Sometimes your problems can overwhelm you where it blinds you from everything else. You need to be thankful because, listen, Ron, it could have been a roll of dice. Me and you could have been born in the shacks in Uganda.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Joe No Hurt Him or see God and Allah. Some of them I agree. Some of them some of them do go God searching to see Allah or Jehovah, but some people they choose.
Listen, life is good. All praises due to the Most High and Allah.
You know
and listen, regardless of whatever situation you're in, first off, we can't look at everybody else's pockets and thank God for what you have. You feel me? He says, Ronnie, give America's money will solve all frustration and problem. We say that, but that's not always the case. You feel me?
It's not. Moving along to other, because we had into the weekend, we had to cover a lot of these hip hop news before we had to the weekend. So Offset was also featured on the podcast. He talked about probably doing collab with, Quavo again to have that Amigos reunion once again. Go ahead, Hakeem, play that clip.
Is there a world where now you've been open about you and Quavo having communication and things being more smoothed out? Is there a world where we get Amigos tribute to Takeoff album?
It's possible.
Okay.
It's
not impossible. Listen, I think that us fans, that's beautiful.
It's possible. No conversations about that though, but yeah, it's possible. We're just building us first. I mean, just checking in with each other. Now we see each other world. Everything good, you good, you good. Yeah. Just checking in like that.
Is there a world where now you've been open about?
Hakeem, is it possible for them to have a reunion once again? Him and Quavo, even though Takeoff is not there to do a contribute, because it seems like they still having issues between one another.
They can, man, but I don't want to seem like a Debbie Downer. It's just a little bit hard without Takeoff there. This is why when you have a group, it all makes sense when they together. You know what I mean? Like seeing them two together is cool, but I don't know. Like I was a Takeoff fan. Maybe that's my issue. Like I would.
Oh, I didn't know you was a heavy Takeoff fan.
He was the lyricist.
I was more Quavo.
He was the lyricist, so I don't see it like I don't see it even working.
Yeah, but the Amigos will never be the same again because Takeoff is not here. But it would be nice for them to just for once let go of their issues and just do this because this is what the fans want. This is what hip hop wants. So I think he should go ahead and do it, and it'll be a good money opportunity for both of them. Because I don't even think Quavo even produced. If Quavo even producing music right now, he's just been quiet.
He has. But Offset had dropped. I'm not gonna lie to you. Offset dropped a new song where he was snapping on it, but you know what I mean. He was snapping, but it's not nothing like I was like, man, like this shit is hitting. You know what I mean?
Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember, click all, because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Moving along, you already know it's turned up Thursday. We're going to talk about a lot of things that's going on within the world today. So one thing was turning up, Hakeem, alcohol consumption in the U.S. has dropped 54%. The Lord has been since 1939. Hakeem, that is good. I mean, people are not drinking like they used to. That is great news. Don't you agree? It's
first off, remember, Ron, as the years came, I think me and you watched it after the 2010s, the club scene started to die down.
That's correct.
So not a lot of people are going out. A lot of people were getting into the gym. We were seeing all these health commercials of drinking and smoking is not good. So the beer companies are not making as much money because it's not socially acceptable to drink like that.
That is correct.
You know what I mean? And then there's alternatives to do something. Wine spritzers. They're making these weird drinks with it.
Sparkling drink,
and stuff like that.
Yeah, it has consumed the drinking world, which is true. People not drinking like they used to. You know, we already know in the black community we tend to drink heavy, but the heaviness is kind of slowing down. Like you see, we talked about yesterday. You saw what happened with Yella, but then you also saw what happened with Fat Boy. How he say, "Look, I've been quit drinking for 4 months." So that's really impacted.
What about Young M.A.?
Young M.A. And a guy in my job, he was telling me about it, how the aspect how drinking has gone down. I didn't believe him until I saw the stat and I saw this trend to do as well, that people are really slowing down drinking. And I think also because they are now legalizing marijuana, that kind of took over the drinking world too, because now people smoke and then drink.
Maybe because a 211 might cost too much for the bums to drink anymore.
No, it's still them boys are still drinking. Still drinking.
Hey, listen, I haven't seen a Steel Reserve in years, and I be in the streets, and I'm like, where the 211s or the Foyo Locos?
It's now people are smoking, because I guarantee if you look at the stats when it comes at the use of marijuana,
the
number is
no,
high.
that's high though. Them goofies are doing it.
I ain't gonna lie, I think marijuana is more safer than drinking anyway, because drinking and driving becomes very, very dangerous. Some people don't even know their own drinking tolerance. Why I say that, he said they're drinking alone at home, and the study is BS. It's bullshit. He's probably right, Hakeem, because they might be getting this study based on parties and not people really drinking at home.
Parties, clubs, and stuff like that.
But if you're drinking at home, to me, I'm cool with it. You're not in the street. You're not causing no harm and no damage. To me, go ahead and drink. Moving on to other trending news, Hakeem. So Clarissa Shield give critics a backlash because they're saying Papoose is not working. Go ahead, play that clip.
Y'all can keep believing a lie that somebody don't got a job, but how is he so relevant in today's time if he don't have a job? Isn't he an artist? Can't you look up his music? Don't you guys follow him on the daily? Hundreds of thousands like whenever he posts something. Why? Because he don't have a job. It's because you know what he do. He like any other artist. He got projects he's working on, and he's going to drop them. He has also the radio show he do every week, Sirius XM, Rock the Bells. Streets. Welcome back to another hour at the Drama Hour. So he got a job. What will make you guys think he don't have a fucking job? That annoys me. Out of all the women in the world, y'all think that I want to be a woman to be with a man who don't have a job, who don't have no money. I like with money too. Cash me out. Buy me things. Funny places. Yeah. So where do you get that from? It's not rocket science. These guys are being, all these paid bots and people who are kind of slow in the head who live in a basement. Stop forgetting that Pat was $1.5 million man. Like, come on now. Let's catch up. Let's get rid of this fake narrative that he ain't got no money and that he don't have a job. Let's get that shit out of here. It don't even exist. You can go on there and look up Papoose January, Papoose February, Papoose March, all the way to a year. 1 year he dropped 12 albums, an album each month. This is stuff you can actually go find. So why don't he have a job? Why do you guys keep saying that? Why do you believe that? Let's just wrap that shit up. Wrap it up. Don't like the lie. Just wrap it up and shut up with that. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Y'all.
She love that man.
Hey, give me a woman like this, and my life would be
For real.
Good.
Hey, Joe, don't hurt him. Like Joe, don't hurt him. Agree with you, Hakeem.
Yeah. Listen,
Baby would never defend a man like this, boy.
He is a keeper.
She's a keeper, boy.
But let's get the narrative.
She love that
And this is what the point is. When you get a woman who love you and don't try to compete with you, that's your woman who knows her place. Listen, a lot of people say she's masculine. When I see her with Pat, I see her at her most feminine.
Yeah, she is.
And let's get this narrative. I want to get this narrative off for a lot of you young people who don't know, because I seen a comment on Instagram where some goofy said that he latched on to a successful woman. Papoose has been out since the early 2000s. He has done shows.
Remy out.
He has over 13 albums. He was signed to Jive Records. He was given $1.5 million. The man is still getting royalty checks still to this day. He still get booked for features. He is not broke. Let's get this stuff. You might not know him because you're young, but he's established. And let's not forget, he was the president of TuneCore.
Okay, I can't go ahead and spit that fast to the people and get this thing
I gotta put some clear. He's one of my favorite rappers. He's the reason why I signed back to TuneCore Records, because Papoose is over there. Why would I go to a new distribution for what?
You know what you gotta keep it in mind too. Remember when she come out on the ring, that's the only time you see Papoose. Or when they're on the ground, you don't really see them doing outside of work. But people fail to realize most of the stuff is done behind the scenes.
But here's the thing:
he's not gonna record
if
everything.
he's not your person, how would you see him on your algorithm? He's on my algorithm. You see what I'm trying to say? So a lot of these people are talking because you don't follow hip hop. Y'all don't listen to East Coast hip hop. You don't know if he's like the top #1 East Coast hip hop rappers. Most of y'all don't know who Benny the Butcher is. 38 Special, Shay Noor. A lot of these rappers who are getting millions of dollars, who are getting tons of streams, but you won't know because it's East Coast. This the thing. So get this narrative because you see her, she's with a boxer. To be real with you, I didn't even know they had women boxing till Pap started.
No, Clarissa, she taking boxing to a whole nother level.
So I wasn't even being disrespectful. I didn't even know who she was until she started showing up on the internet. And I'm like, oh, they still got women boxing, but I know who Papoose is.
But I just want people to see the fact that she loved this man. She loved this man.
Pop them babies
and I'm
out,
afraid
baby.
if Papoose do something out there, something sneaky, she would give him literally a super uppercut. She loved this man. I don't know it to the depth, but you can see in her eye when you see that type of look in a woman's eyes, that's the type she'll knock you out. She'll take a charge for you.
No, definitely.
That's what she's on. That what she on. So shout out to Papoose, man. He got to keep her. Hakeem, moving on to other trending news. So remember that police officer, the one that did the traffic stop in Jacksonville, Florida? Well, he's not facing any charges. Go ahead, Hakeem, play that clip.
This morning, a Jacksonville, Florida sheriff's deputy seen striking this driver in the face during an arrest will not face criminal charges.
We told you that wasn't going to happen. Exit the vehicle!
William McNeil Jr. was pulled over in February for not having his lights on in bad weather and not wearing a seatbelt.
What is your reason, sir? What is your reason?
Deputies are seen getting aggressive with him after he questioned why he was being pulled over, denying there was bad weather and refusing to exit his vehicle. They claimed he was reaching for a knife on the floor, which was not seen in the video. The state attorney's office now concluding it was a lawful traffic stop, saying Officer Bauer's use of a one-time open-handed strike to McNeil's face had a legitimate tactical purpose to get McNeil out of the SUV and to show his hands, which McNeil did after the strike, adding that Officer Bauer's second strike occurred during McNeil's arrest and was in response to McNeil's physical resistance to the arrest.
I was surprised. I was scared. I grew up being told that officers protect us, but that wasn't the case.
McNeil's lawyers now want the Justice Department to investigate, claiming the state attorney never interviewed him and overlooked the violence after he was taken into custody. They say he suffered a concussion, a chipped tooth, and needed 9 stitches. The deputy's actions are still part of an administrative review to determine if they violated policy. As for McNeil, he pleaded guilty to resisting arrest and having a suspended license. This morning,
that's what hurted him right there. That's why the police officer not facing charges, because he pleaded guilty. But Hakeem, your thoughts on the police pretty much getting lay off? Got off the hook.
Listen.
I already know Jacksonville.
I love this. I love this, man. I love this. You want to know why? For anybody who want to act stupid, who think this is complain, I've seen people act worse in situations like this and don't get a butt to the face. That man, an open hand strike. This is America. This is why when we say we don't trust the police, and we do this because of stuff like that. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong.
Correct.
There's a way to lawfully get him out of there, but the striking of the face, I didn't approve of. Everything else was cool. Everything else was cool.
A lot of people.
Yeah, everything else was cool. I didn't mind him getting him out. Everything else was cool, but just the punching in the face. Yeah.
And I'm still trying to find out. I'm gonna ask a police officer, is that even in the law to do that? I think the only time they'll strike you in the face if you give him some form of pushback. But remember, they're allegedly claiming that he had a knife on him. But a lot of people say the knife was in the car, but it wasn't on him like physically. So those are the questions that we need to conversation we need to have. But Hakeem, you made a good point. This is the reason why a lot of us, especially black men, don't have trust when it comes to aspect of police officer because of stuff like this. They get in the way with pretty much murder.
Definitely.
Imagine if they would have murdered this guy. It would have been a very, very sad situation. But as you can see, folks, the police officer did get let go. My thing is they're just gonna give him with the silver suit. That's all they're gonna get. He's gonna get a payout. That young man gonna get a payout because he did got a chip tooth. I don't know about the aspect of suffering a concussion, but that chip tooth, you can actually see it. Like you can see it, so you know that's not cap. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember to click all, because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Hakeem, moving on to the main topic of today's show. So Jessica gets emotional over, she fears that she influenced a lot of young women to become exotic dancers, a.k.a. strippers. Go ahead, Hakeem, play that clip. It's at the bottom.
Everything I do, I try to do it with the thought of people are watching. Like girls look at me. Like when I had my show, a couple of the girls told me, they was like, I've been watching you since I was a kid. So I was like, dang, since you was a kid. I mean, I influenced you to. Did I influence you to be a stripper? Because I never wanted that to be it, you know. I just was living my life. I never wanted to influence nobody to get no ass or be no stripper. That was just my path. Because I know I got a daughter, and I don't want to be a bad influence on any of the women, you know.
Think about all the women you will be given permission to find their way and to become who they are ready to become in their next chapter. But what I think is so important is that you give yourself permission to choose you without having to seek the approval of others. That's important.
Everything I do, I try to.
There you have it, Hakeem. What is your thought? I saw this trending I wanted to talk about it because a lot of women fail to realize that, especially when you have a strong spot, like you are influence of the world. Even when you have a podcast, you are an influencer. Her lifestyle that she used to live play a strong impact when it comes to the aspect of young women, and she takes the blame for it. But what's your thoughts on her taking the blame for it and also trying to make amends for it?
First thing, all praises to God, most maleficent.
Mm-hmm.
We love him. God is, when you seek redemption and you seek forgiveness, that's all that matters. We don't care about whatever you did in the past. The fact that she took accountability and know what she did was wrong and left and never came back, I'm proud of you, my sister. This is not where we beat somebody down. This is not that situation. Correct. Jocelyn and all them is still doing stripper situation. She's taking accountability. Yeah. As you get, this is why age is the best teacher. When we get older, we learn. I used to hang out all the time. I used to run the streets. Yep. As I'm an older man now, I learned that was wrong, and I would not influence no kid to do anything of that. And this is why I'm proud of her. Shout out to Jessica Dunn. She's always been a good woman, and I'm happy that she's cognizant of enough and self-aware to know that her image plays a part, and you are a role model. Me and you are a role model. Joe Don't Hurt Him is a role model. Why is a role model? Especially Joe Don't Hurt Him. I want to give him a shout out because he goes to work every day. He's married. He has 3 kids. And that's a role model. But he is conscious enough. He could have did anything in the world, but he became a husband, a father, and a hardworking man. Her walking away from your past to seek a new future is a great thing.
But people fail to realize your past seems like it's always come back to haunt you. So any decision you make is going to follow you at the end of the day, even though you don't want.
That's no problem. I still get haunted from my past, but God ain't haunting me. These are people of the worldly. I don't care about here. I care about this.
All right. Peace to Mr. Muhammad. That's also in the banner. Blessed be upon you. But it kind of shows you that she's trying to make amends with herself and also with her creator. That's all that matters at the end of the day. Who cares what the people think? People gonna always have negative thing to say about you. One thing I ain't gonna mention too. I don't know if you remember the WWE superstar China. Yeah. I saw a documentary about her yesterday and how what made her lead to her death was that the whole aspect of her past was on her, and people will always try to ridicule her in situations because she did certain things, and it seemed like all she needed was just love or someone to talk to. But it's good that Jessica is able to find somebody to talk to because some people don't have that opportunity.
Yeah.
But shout out to her, man. I'm glad that we was able to talk about this. I just wanted to talk about it. And also for young women listeners that listen to the show to know that, hey, there's always time for redemption. It's never too late. Always. Moving along, I came to other trending news. Trump have a meeting with Ukraine, a.k.a. President Putin. And this is what he had to say in a press conference. Go ahead, I can't play that clip.
Will Russia face any consequences if Vladimir Putin does not agree to stop the war after your meeting on Friday?
Yes, they will. Yeah.
What will the consequences
there will be
be?
consequences.
Sanctions, tariffs?
There will be, I don't have to say, there will be very severe consequences, yes.
Will Russia face any...
There you go, Hakeem. That's the only word he had the remark to say when it came to aspect of the Ukrainian war and President Putin. They will face consequences if they do not end this war swiftly and immediately. Your thoughts on that?
So peep this. For people who don't know, J.D. Vance and Trump are tired of this. They don't went off on Russia. They say Vladimir Putin is greedy. I've read somewhere where they try to broker the deal. They say, yo, this man is greedy. These guys are business people. They don't care about nothing else. It's bad for business when bodies and blood is spilled and bullets.
Facts.
This is not the 1970s where selling guns and bullets and taking over stuff is not. It still doesn't make sense. What Russia did is already have ramifications. Russians are not even being appreciated like they should be due to the stain of Vladimir Putin. So that's a whole nother situation. But yes, Russia will face sanctions. They can't just do this because it's not good for business.
And man, keep in mind, this war been going on for a very long time since the old administration team, and it was Biden doing, and he's supposed to have been had this sealed and done with a long time ago before President Trump got into office. So now President Trump is now trying to infiltrate himself within this war to try to end it as quick as possible. Same thing when it came to aspect of Israel. So let's see how things go out with we're pretty much on President Putin tomorrow. It will be, you already know, it will be live coverage, so everybody will get to see it. Unfortunately, we won't go live tomorrow to talk about it, but we will probably talk about it on Monday. So guys, be on the lookout for that one. Let's see how this whole thing transpired with President Putin tomorrow, which is early morning for us because their time zone is different from our time zone. Moving along to other trending news, Hakeem. So a man who went on a shooting spree while live streaming pled guilty and received 3 life sentences plus 221 years in prison. Go right ahead, I can't play that clip.
I know that I was in the dark place of my life around the time everything occurred. And today, at long, the time I've been here inside 201, it was like God came to me. He came to me. And it's light that I'm feeling now, that I feel that I can take advantage of it and use it and be reliable to other individuals that's around me to not, or try to contribute to them, their life and not make the same mistake. Not even just, I can't call it a mistake, but I know that I was in a place. I'm gonna go forward. The victims' family and also the victims that was along the way. This situation right here brought all of us together, and it was with a purpose. I can say God wanted me to cause no harm. God wanted me to do any of these things. I didn't want it to happen like this. For a thing to change my life, something to change my life, things like this, for me to change. I didn't see no light the way I was headed. I didn't see no light the way I was headed. The way I was living, I want to live in the righteous path. So, and I also do feel apologies, but I know this not enough. It's not enough for the victim family. I hope one day in y'all life y'all come to the point where y'all find in y'all heart, forgive me. And I also look to myself to forgive myself of the things that
I can't do. Why are they going to allow this man to spend 3 life sentences? Why does they get this man a death?
I'm asking the same question, but it's just saying that they need bodies for work. That's why they're keeping them alive. He's gonna work until he die. You know, he's gonna be on the chain gang and stuff like that. But this man, like, I want people to understand what this man did.
But it's not fair for the victims that was involved in the
He was riding around in the city, shooting people like it was a video game. Like this was real Grand Theft Auto. Real Grand Theft Auto. The only issue I have, I want you to give school shooters this same type of time. This was justice served. You know what I mean?
How so? Because people still lost loved ones. To me, he should have got the death penalty.
He should have got the death penalty. But it's just the point that he'll never see the light of day.
Well, but no, he won't be able to see the light. Well, he is seeing the light of day because he's still alive.
No, he's still alive, but he'll never see the light of day. No, I agree with you, but trust and believe, brother. Trust and believe. Hallelujah.
Because now he's part of the chain gang. He can still like have friends in prison, still able to eat. With a victim who lost someone that ain't have nothing to do with his shooting, who got involved because of his stupidity. To me, I don't think it's right. But you know, like you say, they need people. They need bodies.
They need bodies to work. That's the only thing I could think of when you keep a person like that alive. And I'm looking at, oh my God.
And it's 3 life sentences. So he gonna be there. Even his soul will be there after he's gone.
You know, after the body drop, he died. He come back alive. They bury him again.
He's going exactly. Moving on to other trending news. Hakeem, Will Smith, Jada and Will Smith's daughter posted this on social media. Say, who ate all the pee? If you catch my drift. I don't know what symbol she was trying to make. I don't know if she was trolling. I don't know if she was being funny. But it was just trending online. And I'm like, okay, is this supposed to be a joke? So Hakeem, what are your thoughts on this headline that she put?
So I think she's gender fluid, but
she is gender fluid.
This is a disgrace to be putting online. This is not something that is cute. This is not respectful. Just because they got money don't mean you can act like a jackass. She's not one. She is not like us.
But no, but here's the crazy thing is, it's okay for a woman to do it, but if a man would have did it, it would have been like a whole nother.
Oh yeah. We would have had a different conversation.
Why I say, Ronnie, all the criminals are the new fruit package pickers. Oh, they're gonna be working the farms.
Yeah. Basically.
No, but to me, but this one with Willow is just funny. It's funny, but if it was a man that did this, it would have been a double standard. It would have been a man celebrity doing this. Trust me, it would have been a double standard, and people would have been bashing that man. How dare you say something like that on social media? Due to the fact it's a woman, it's okay.
Yeah, it's just weird though.
Shout out to Willow Smith, man. Guys, let us know what you think in the comments. Moving on to other trending news, So Lil Yachty said he spent over 160 on bills every month. Go ahead, I can't play that clip.
More goofies.
It go another card. Another card.
How much you spend a month? No pocket watching.
Well, my bills is 106. My nothing, just bills, just like house, insurance, security. It go another card.
How much you spend a month? No pocket watching.
If y'all seen, he had a lot of door dashes. Like he don't even cook. They don't even cook. And some goofy on here say that's a lot of blessings to those who can afford it. That ain't no blessing. You spending 140 on the DoorDash, 4,000 here, 106. When you live out your means, you're gonna be poor. He's gonna be poor. There's no such thing as generational wealth. You're spending your wealth. You're spending your wealth.
Yeah, shout out to Q right now watching us on TikTok. It is. He's spending his wealth all the way down the drain. But this is what happened when you have a spending addiction and you're not being smart with your money. Now, don't get me wrong. Lil Yachty, he is doing very well with his podcast. You know, he's doing features and you see one of other people's podcasts and bringing their numbers up. But however, his spending addiction is way out of control. This is what Dave Ramsey talks about all the time. People that have money spend like they in Congress. Shout out to Dave Ramsey for that. People that don't have money spend like they people in Congress. So for us to stop this whole spending addiction, we gotta be smart and we gotta be wise with the money. Remember, it's supposed to be about generational wealth. Save money for the next generation so they don't have to suffer.
Basically.
Well, a lot of these guys are selfish. But I can't be. I don't want to park and watch Lil Yachty. He can do what he wants. It's his money, but he spent a lot. That's a lot on bills. That's a lot. Moving along to other trending news, before we head up and out of here, So Julio, remember the woman that was charged with the involvement? She was featured in court yesterday, and here's the case that's transpired. Go ahead and play that clip.
It's not coming in at all. Not in opening statements, not in any question of a witness.
Like to get into it also in our opening statement. I don't know if we.
I know you would like to. I would like to be, 20 pounds lighter. However, that's not going to happen anytime soon.
Here, the state is arguing that things that have actually happened to her and reasons as to why she may have been in the position that she was in are not relevant to her state of mind, but yet something that happened years prior, something that has nothing to do with her, is relevant. So, I mean, it seems unbalanced. If we're going to have a trial and there's going to be evidence put forth about all this stuff, and Alicia Andrews can't talk about why it is that she was in a position, she was in a car with an individual, why she was giving up her phone, why she may have been outside of a club with an individual, why she didn't call the police, and all these different things. If she can't talk about that, it just seems to me as to be unfair.
Well, and again, that's why I asked you about the only way this comes in is if she testifies. Now, if she decides to testify, then we will have another discussion about this. And by then, I will have heard all of the state's evidence, and then I'll be able to, again, consider whether or not any of this testimony would now be relevant. Okay, so
I guess in jury selection, I don't want to step on any toes or do anything, incorrect in jury selection. So if I'm asking questions about any sort of domestic violence, I wouldn't want to draw an objection and then be shut down if it ultimately comes in.
Well, Steve, would you object if the defense just generally talks about or asks the potential jurors, have you ever been a victim?
So the whole point, Hakeem, her defense team are trying to claim that it was a domestic violence situation, but the judge not having it. She was like, no, the only way we can even put that into the argument if she takes the stand and then talks about it. But she's not going to take the stand. So your thoughts are her pretty much trying to get an acquittal for Julio Fulio.
Y'all might not like this. I think she should be let go.
So you don't think she had any form of involvement with Julio Fulio?
I've been in the streets for quite some time, and I know women are just around. They don't necessarily be involved. Because here's the thing, when you analyze the case, she didn't call him and say, come to the club. They was following him. So it's not like she set him up. She was just with her boyfriend, who was also her baby daddy. So he's in the game. He's just with her. She's just with him. And she was pregnant at the time. I don't know if she had the baby or something like that. And this is why we got to be in our daughters' lives. I don't think she should go to jail. I don't think, because she didn't pull the trigger. She just was in the car. Who knows what the guy told her? Some girls are so, and she's young, some girls are so impressionable, and they'll just be around their men so much regardless of what the danger is. I've known girls who took cases for guys and went away. And I used to be like, damn, why you took that case? Oh, because I love him. So sometimes ignorance is bliss. So she's getting convicted of ignorance, not because she was involved with the M. I don't think she should spend that time. I think this is a learning lesson. She should go out and raise that child and just stay away from street guys.
So the way you're talking, man, I think you should be part of her defense team, because her defense lawyer is not doing a good job.
He's not, because and then we also need to analyze her family dynamics. Did she grow up in a single home? Did her daddy go to jail, which attracted her to be with gang members? Like, here's the thing. I followed the whole Fulio queso situation extensively. This is men business. This had nothing to do with women. Women was around. Some women became casualties. But when I analyzed this case and I seen how they got him, he was already posting his location for his birthday, saying they was going to be here, but he was in a whole nother city. He was in, people forget, this ain't happened in Jacksonville, this happened in Tampa. They drove all the way from Jacksonville to get him. So they was watching him, they said, oh, he's going to be over there, we're going to send 3 or 4 shooters and just get him. So this is like, he took the extra precaution. But I don't think, like, I know a lot of people might look at me weird when I say this, because I am hard, but I don't think she had nothing to do with this.
But at the same time, remember, I think she was celebrating his birthday? I believe so.
Yeah, no,
they were doing a birthday.
Yeah, he was selling the birthday. She was in the car tailing him with the boyfriend. She wasn't driving. She was pregnant.
Yeah. So yeah, there you have it. Last time when it comes to today's show, Hakeem G. Herbert talks about he hasn't left his house without a gun since he was 15. Go ahead, Hakeem, play that clip.
Me and my lawyer sitting across from the table like this talking, and he like, yeah, man, you too big to be carrying a gun. I'm like, man, I'm fighting the case, man. I'm fighting the case. Right. I tell my lawyer, like, man, I got a gun on me right now while we talking to you. Like, right now while I'm still talking and fighting this case. Like, I'm not leaving out the house without my gun. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm in fear of my life everywhere I go. Like, I've been like this since I was 15 years old. Like, since I was 15, I ain't never left the house without a gun. Ever. I don't care where I'm going. Like, I went to my grandma's funeral with a gun in church. Like, I ain't never left out the house without a gun since I was a teenager. I'm afraid that somebody gonna kill me. Like I can't lie. Like I'm just being completely honest.
Yeah.
And he told me like, man, you need to go see a therapist. Like he told me that like you need to really go see a therapist. And I listened to him. Right? I went and saw a therapist, and I like opened up, and it was comfortable for me for real. Like it was something that me and my lawyer sitting like I wouldn't say I enjoyed, but it was something that brought me like comfort where I could talk to somebody who not judging me, who don't come from my background, who really giving me insight on things that could help me, you know what I'm saying, with my life and how to maneuver. Like I wouldn't say I
There you go, Hakeem. He talks about the whole aspect of going to therapy and also making a difference in his life. But Hakeem, your thoughts on G Herbert talking about he had a gun pretty much since he was 15, little boy.
He is from Chicago.
He is.
And
O-Block, right?
No, not from O-Block. He's from I think the West Side or something like that. He has nothing to do. He's from a whole totally different. Chicago's very big. But the point I want to say is this. For him to be this young, for him to be successful with money, I would think money will allow you to move outside of the areas where you're causing problems at. Look at Chief Keef. He moved to California. He had to separate himself from the violence. So if you still like this, then and you're still in the areas where you might feel when you might feel somebody's gonna kill you, then that means you don't need to be there. And I think that he hasn't, you know what I mean, he might be starting to grow now, but growth means you're willing to make the change.
But it's got to show you that a lot of people in the streets, their minds are programmed to the streets. Waking up every day, you got to have a gun on your waist. You can't walk in the park and you have in the back of your mind that somebody might delete you. A lot of these young boys, that's what they're facing right now in O-Block. Over there in Chicago, you know, was pretty much have one of the worst violent crime. Baltimore, New York, like a lot of these young boys, they need some form of guidance and they don't have it. It's just themselves and the gang members. And, you know, that's not a life to live. I'm glad that he was able to seek the help he needed so you become a well-rounded guy, a well-rounded man, and trying to change his whole life for the better. But it's got to show you that street life ain't the way it is, man. If you live by the soul, you die by the soul. I really stand on that principle. That's a very, very powerful principle. But shout out to G Herbert for making the change that he needed to do for himself and also his family. Like, share, subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember to click all because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, shout out to everybody that was watching us all across the board. Why, hi, Mr. Muhammad, blessed be upon you. Jonah Hurden that's also in the building. Lovely Bobby Bryant, who's also in the building. Abi Wody, who's also in the building. Lovely, right now watching us on TikTok. Shout out to Let's Get Chicky With It, watching us on TikTok. Shout out to Q, also watching us on TikTok. Thank you so much for being. Shout out to the 80 people right now watching us on Bingo Live. Shout out to you guys right now watching us on Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch, Rumble, and also X. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on this Turned Up Thursday, guys. It's also very important. Go to Cal Culture Radio description, where we have the Cal Culture Radio store. That's where we have the Cal Culture Radio merch, which is the Cal Culture Radio t-shirts, hat, coffee mug, you name it. It's all in the Cal Culture Radio store. And it's also pinned on top of the chat as well. Make sure you go to Cal Culture Radio community post, community tab, some people call it. That's where we leave important information, especially when it comes to Prince Hakeem new book, Raising Kings, and also Black Love, and also his new album that's out now. Go ahead, guys. Cut yourself an album. Come over here. Support the platform. Get yourself some merch, some gear. Cal Culture Radio. You see, we got the nice merch, the nice designs, the nice hat. We rocking it. We styling over here. Hakeem got the other hat, different colors. That's how we do it. Shout out to you guys. Also, shout out to all the members that continue to renew and also become members, guys. We were working on the exclusive content. We're going to talk to, I'm talking to Hakeem and Jordan about it. We are trying to take Cal Culture Radio to the next level because you guys are making it possible for us to take it to the next level. Shout out to you guys that are members in the channel. Like always, enjoy your weekend, guys. Thank you for tuning in to Cal Culture Radio. Turned Up Thursday. We over and out.